Carlos King and Mr. Martell Holt are battling? Oh, wee. You guys, I thank you for joining me, Chit Chat with QT, for this video. As always, these are my thoughts and my opinions only. Everything is alleged, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. While you're here, please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. So let's get into the video, guys. According to Urban Belle magazine, Carlos King and Martell Holt have been clashing. Now, there has been a lot of rumors going around about this, and let me read you their article and a few of their comments, and then I'll be back at the end with my commentary. So they say that executive producer Carlos King has been sharing his honest thoughts on his podcast and YouTube channel. So it's not surprising that he didn't hold back his feelings about the reunion for the last season. As we reported, Carlos wanted to use the reunion as a way to set the record straight on a number of rumors that have been at the heart of the feuds between cast members. Carlos was also hoping that the reunion could be the last opportunity for people to speak their minds. He wants the show to move forward next season. They go on to say that there's an interesting report that has Love and Marriage Huntsville fans talking on social media. It's alleged that Carlos and Martell had some tension recently. And the issue is they allegedly don't completely agree about what Martell should be filming for the new season. They then go on to mention the YouTube channel Original Straight with No Chaser. And according to them, the source starts by alleging that Martell and Carlos are bumping heads because Martell is asking producers to shoot his real life. They continue. So allegedly, when Carlos King went down to Huntsville, he allegedly scolded Mr. Holt for a number of reasons. From what's being said, one of the reasons involves Ariane. Allegedly, Carlos got on Martell's butt about Ariane's post, but that didn't stop her from making one after he left. And the post being referred to is the Instagram story post Ariane Curry did a few weeks ago. She alleged that Carlos called a cast meeting and he allegedly referred to her as being too disrespectful to ever be on the show. Ariane also called out Oprah Winfrey because she believes Love and Marriage Huntsville cast members have lied on her. Either way, Ariane alleged that Carlos wants their son to film, but not her, and Ariane took offense to this. When Ariane made this post, it's because evidently she got a whiff of Carlos coming down and letting Martell know that even though Martell wants to shoot his real life, he finds Ariane very disrespectful because not only is she talking about him, but she's tagging Oprah. And they just don't like the way that looks for their show. We all know that they're currently airing on the Oprah Winfrey Network, so they don't want to bring Oprah's name into any foolishness of things going on. And we all know that that chick has been disrespectful from the start, disrespectful enough where she didn't even respect herself, and she continued on with Martell Holt. But anyway, let me read you a couple of the comments and then I'll get into my commentary. One person put, so how is Ariane too disrespectful? The first couple of seasons were not just about Mel and Martell. She was in the equation. Now she is a part of Martell's real life and has been a part of his storyline. How are you going to expect that woman to let y'all use her child and she not be a part of the show? How do you think for years y'all let the cast members speak about her and she not want to be a part of the show? to speak up for herself. Carlos loves messy, and this will be right up his alley. And that comment there sounds like it was typed by Ariane herself, if you ask me. And somebody responded to that comment and they put, knowingly sleeping with a married man is not disrespectful to you, lady. Then bullying the wife. Why do you think Melody or anyone else is obligated to put money in Ariane's pocket? I'll quit watching this show if Martell's raggedy butt puts this messy lady on this platform. Somebody else said and responded to that person, if your husband or ex-boyfriend cheated on you and fathered a child, are you giving the side chick fame and a job? Tell the truth. Somebody else put, that's some dumbass logic. Is Lewis's ex-wife on the show? Destiny's ex-husband? Maurice's ex-wife? Y'all ain't dense, so stop playing on here. Now, we do know that Maurice's ex-wife did appear in a couple episodes. This person put, there's a reason Carlos and Oprah are where they are today. There are levels to this. You don't become successful letting all types of clown and trash people in your circle or on your platform. Ariane is too trashy for OWN. So is Martell, but marrying Melody is his only saving grace. Zeus is always hiring and putting out shows. Maybe that's better suited for you and Ariane. Now, if this is true that Martell and Carlos is clashing, I'm going to go ahead and agree with Carlos. In no way, shape, form, or fashion should Ariane be on this show. Period. The name of the show is Love and Marriage, and Martell's old dusty ass didn't care about either the love that he had for his ex-wife and family or his marriage. And Coleslaw didn't either. And neither he nor she should get paid for that shit. Martell has single-handedly messed up what this show was supposed to be about. He, himself, his selfishness, his I don't give a damn about anyone, including my ex-wife, including my kids, including my businesses, including my position or standing in the community. He didn't give a damn about any of that or anyone but himself. And now he wants to further damage this show and bring it down more than he already has. Like that person said, take that shit to Zeus Network. He and Coleslaw will fit right in with Krishan and Blueface, right on Zeus. And if they are clashing, I blame Carlos because he has coddled Martell's big grown ass. Now, I know he's not Martell's daddy, but Martell should have been disciplined in some way, if you ask me. Because we've heard that Martell became unhinged and allegedly pushed someone that was working on the set of Behind Every Man. That show was a show that Mel was on, and allegedly Martell came to confront her about something, and in the midst of confronting her, he pushed someone. That's physical assault. And he should have been reprimanded for that, if you ask me. The person that he pushed should have filed charges on him. But in typical black folk fashion, that shit was basically swept under the rug. And no offense to black folk, because I am a black folk. But we know that, especially back in the day, most black people kept shit in-house and was told, don't talk about what goes on in our household. The same applies here because we didn't hear much about that. But since Carlos is producer/friend, which could be a conflict of interest if you ask me, but since he's both to his cast, I think that causes him to not act like what he is, their boss, their employer, and he's given too many chances to several people on the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I haven't seen too many producers that will allow a lot of the stuff that goes on other than, like I said, on Zeus or Love and Hip Hop. We know basically anything goes on those shows. And yes, Ariane did have their child, and her and that child is a part of Martell's real life. And Martell needs to take his real ass and find somewhere else to showcase that. But most people are not interested in seeing two people who both didn't give a damn about anything other than themselves. And Coleslaw has to be one of the stupidest girls, and I'm going to call her a girl because I don't see her as a woman, but she has to be one of the stupidest people out here. Because it's been what? Damn near 10 years. And if you haven't realized by now that Martell has basically only used you for sexual pleasure and that's it, I don't know what to tell you. There shouldn't even still be any talks about Coleslaw being such an important factor in Martell's life. We haven't seen this girl out with Martell other than what? Once or twice in damn near 10 damn years. So everything has been behind closed doors. She's been hidden, and she needs to stay hidden. And she needs to rebuild her life outside of Martell. But we know she's been holding on. We know she wants to get on this show. Somebody else said, and I sort of believe it, that the reason why she chose to keep this last baby was in hopes of, number one, breaking up that marriage, and number two, being on the show. But it's crazy as hell to me that she really wants to be known as a side chick, the back burner, the willing to accept scraps ass woman. Who wants to be known as that? Who wants the world to see that? You would have to be crazy. Now, side chicks is nothing new, been around forever, gonna continue to go on. But you very seldomly see people that want to be known for that. Most times, people play their positions, but not this chick. She will be the forever side chick. We see that with Martell basically moving on with Sheree, and somehow Coleslaw's name is still in the mix. Gotta be a goddamn fool. But no, we don't want to see her and Martell on Love and Marriage Huntsville, period. And if Carlos and Martell are clashing, then clash on. But you guys, drop down in the comments. Let's chit chat about it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want to see Martell and Ariane on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do you think that if Carlos didn't have such a close relationship with Mel, or if Mel herself wasn't an executive producer, do you think that Coleslaw would have been on the show by now? And I'm one to believe if Mel wasn't an executive producer of this show, I think we probably would have been seeing Coleslaw. Because one thing that networks and producers want are ratings. So let me know, guys. Drop down in the comments. Let's chit chat about it. Please also make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Chat with you soon. Bye.